Okay. I don't know why I'm talking. I mean, it's already. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream, or the second episode of the podcast, the Polyspace Podcast, which I think is the name. So tonight's topic, we are doing, basically we're still doing the same thing we've been doing, the where we are and where we are. Tonight I'm gonna have my partner Purple Lily explain her story, and we're gonna get her on Discord right now, here in just a second. Hope everyone's doing all right, and I hope that y'all are going to enjoy us talking about, our experiences and what we've gone through and what we're learning, because it's been a growing thing. So I'm like, oh my god, Audrey, here already. Appreciate you for already being here and ready in attendance to grab all the nice clips of moi. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, Purple Lily is about to join us. Let me call her on Discord, and we will get her in. If she answers, she should. Oh god. Try technical difficulties. Give me some seconds, guys and gals, and that technicolor rainbow in between. That was a reference to him. Oh, there she. Oh, there she is. She's here.
Yay, okay. It didn't pop up a notification.
That's weird that it does that sometimes. You can hear me okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Can everybody else hear Purple Lily? I hope so. If not,
Hey, what's up? Hello. The potatoes.
oh my god. It says cannot hear her. Hold on. Let me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Potatoes. Potato, potato, potato.
Can you hear now, Odd? I turned her volume up.
Potato, 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 potato. Potato.
I turned up a lot more. Should be able to be heard now, but
Hello.
Odd, let me know. Give me a sign so we can keep doing it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, yes.
Todd said yeah.
Okay, cool. So I fixed it because I'm smart. So yes, we'd like to welcome you to this new episode. In the last episode, we focused on me, you know, giving my little like where I started out. Oh my God, more potatoes. Where I started to where I am now, and now Purple Lily is gonna give you guys kind of a rundown.
My story's a lot different from yours when it comes to thinking of poly. So, or how I got into poly, I guess. I was monogamously married and with a partner for 16 years, and that went bad, very very bad. And I got divorced. Or I was in the process of getting divorced, I should say. Like the divorce didn't happen officially until December. But I always wanted to be poly. My fantasies were like, man, I want 2 monogamous men all to myself.
Which is so awesome.
But that changed though. The more I got into it, I met Giant, and then I met you, my Lionheart. And both of which you both are both poly, and I was just like, it doesn't bother me they date other people. Like, oh, hi, cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, jealousy does happen, because I know in your other podcast last week we talked a little bit about that, and I'm like, jealousy is a thing.
Oh yeah.
And we all get jealous at points, as long as it's communicated. I think that's a big thing too, is like, and you have to realize that jealousy is your feeling, and not to put it on them because they've communicated things and everything, and then like you go, that's my feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Something I have to. Being self-aware of yourself and being good at communication, I think, really helps with poly. Because if you're not self-aware of your own actions and you're not very good at communicating, it makes the experience a lot more rough, I think.
Oh, I would agree.
So, but, back to me, yeah! No, so I was with Giant, and because of my circumstances, I didn't know if I could handle another relationship, which is why me and him started off with, friends with benefits.
Also, for context, guys, Lion is me.
Phoenix.
That's my nickname.
Yeah, I was about to say, I probably shouldn't call you Lion. I was like, you're not Lion on here, you're...
It's totally fine. They understand.
I nickname all my partners because when I go to date people, I don't want to hand out their names because it's a respectful thing, I feel. So I call them by their nickname until like I'm like, okay, this person's on my trust and things, and then I like, okay, now I can tell them their actual name. Like, I feel like, you know, it's not going to be an issue. This person isn't going to go like on somewhere and like blast them out or something like that. Because you always got those people that want to like get back at you.
Yeah.
So, Phoenix, Lion. But yeah, so me and him were friends with benefits until my circumstance. I moved and had my own place, and it was a lot more opening to where I was like, oh, I now have time for two partners. And our relationship, though, didn't really change.
Not really.
We just kind of changed our title from friends with benefits to partner, and we made sure me and you spent more time together.
Yeah. Now apparently little does now.
now I paint cute Pokemon. Yes.
All the time.
But so I lost my train of thought with the Pokemon.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, so then I had two partners. I had Giant, and then I had you. And we were always open.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about how like I wanted to date in December and get out there and everything, and so I've been doing that, and I found a few bumps along the way of that dating experiences, but I was like, mine's only been what, a year. My whole experience with Polly's only been almost a year, if that. I was like, I haven't even been dating since last February. So I only started dating in last February, and then like I talked about it with my first boyfriend I had after my separation about being poly, and he's like, no, I can't share. And I was like, you're either gonna have to or we're gonna break up. And then I had to break up with him regardless because he was just causing too many triggers. And then I met Giant, and then I met Giant at the beginning of May.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you didn't meet. Well, we didn't meet face to face until the end of May.
Yep.
May 30th, May 31st, and but we didn't officially start dating until November or something.
Yep.
So
technically November makes a year.
Yeah, but I mean, back in May we started talking to each other every day, every other day.
Yeah.
At least, as soon as we had that coffee date, we were like, yeah, we're both gonna be in each other's lives, and we were always talking.
Oh my gosh. I think it got. Yeah, it did get to the point where we pretty much like it was. I mean, it's still daily now, but it's daily now for like things that happen on the regular.
It's more of, hey, you're my driving partner home, and I'm gonna talk to you between this time and this time because you're free and I'm free, and that's how it works.
It's like the 4:30 to like 5:30ish, right before I start stream. It's a phone call.
Yeah. No, I get out at 4.
Oh, is it at 4? Okay, yeah, you're right.
At 4.
It is at 4 because you said that right as soon as you closed the door to your car, you immediately called me.
Yeah.
Which is amazing, right?
Mhm.
I think it's just where we came from. Because I remember we were sitting. I think we were talking about it. Because I sent you a TikTok discussing situationships. And where we were at when we first initially met was we were at a kind of situationship, I would say. Because, like, I had all these big feelings for Lily. But at the time, yeah, at the time, she didn't. Which was totally okay. I made it very known that it's about growing the relationship. And look what happened.
Because I was overwhelmed with I mean, I was still living in the same house with my ex-husband.
Yeah.
And still being verbally abused by him, and dealing with my kid and all that drama, and dating Giant at the same time. And I was just like, no, I'm at my capacity right now. I couldn't.
Right.
So.
And then, luckily, the way things panned out was, you know, we managed to, like you said, in November, because, like, the relationship didn't change.
Music is too loud.
Oh, I already turned it down.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good.
Are
you good? Yeah, it can definitely be challenging. I mean, Lily will tell you it was a struggle, because I know for me, emotionally at the time, I kept worrying that, oh, she's gonna vanish. I'm not gonna get talked to her. Or, oh, I'm not doing enough. But, like, I realized I got my reassurance very soon that wasn't the case.
There was no doubt in my mind you were always going, after that first coffee meeting at Barnes & Noble's, there was no thought outside my mind, you need to be in my life forever. Just in some way, shape, or form, I was like, you my best friend, you gonna be in my life forever. Like, there was no...
I would agree. I felt the same way. Yeah, it was probably, I want to say it was the most humbling date I think I've ever been on. A humbling first date. Well, it says that I have magic. I have that magic on people. It's not true. I don't have any magic. I'm just really good at talking. Shouldn't say that. That comes across as very bad.
Plus, we just vibed. Even then, we were doing things at the exact same time.
Yeah, which someone says was creepy.
It is still somewhat creepy.
It's not creepy.
When you sneeze at the same time over the phone, it's creepy.
Did we sneeze at the same time over the phone?
Yes, and we've coughed at the same time.
That's hilarious.
And we do, well, both be like, oh, this, so we're like, how we both having that same thought. And we'll do things, and we'll be like, no, it just...
That's hilarious.
It gets a little creepy. It's just like, okay, stop reading my mind, just chill.
I promise I'm not reading your mind. I promise. It's just a natural way it goes.
It is. It's a very natural connection.
That is the one thing I can say that we have, too, is like, oh my god, this cough won't go away. The initial connection that we had was just so instant, and it felt like we just rolled right into it.
Yeah, we rolled right into each other. It was instant best friends, and I was the only one that was off guard about making it more, because I couldn't mentally handle more at the time.
Right. And it's a good thing that I think that if we had tried to force it in some form, shape, way, it wouldn't have worked.
I don't want to have. But you were so patient with me. You were like, I get it. I understand. And I'm like sitting here like, dude, I understand you have all these feelings. And I'm glad you have all these feelings. I don't understand why you have all these feelings, because I'm messed up as hell. But
join the club.
Thank you for having... Wait, I tell you that all the time. Like, and then now
it makes more sense. Now there's more, oh, I see. Like,
yeah. Yeah, everything in its own time, that's right, don't it? Lieutenant.
Like we just. I mean, it's like last night. Holy crap!
I had to get you back. You've been so I use this Tom because I'm not good at accepting compliments due to all my trauma. And I'm like, to get over that, I don't want to call red on people when they give me a compliment, even though I have. Because I sometimes, when getting complimented, I will physically tense up and move away. So, because I don't do compliments. And so, I have the tome. I say pink. That's pink because it reminds me of love. It's emotional. It's something, it's something lovey-dovey, but it's getting to the point of red. Like I'm having a hard time accepting this and dealing with this, and it's making me anxious and nervous or tight or uncomfortable. So I say pink. That was a pink response. You're being too pink. Please go away.
So essentially, the way she got me back was finally the pinkest thing I think anyone's ever done for me. I wish it wasn't in the car. It's in the car right now. I would totally play it over the mic, but like,
No.
Let's not play that. I don't want to cry again. Essentially, it was the nicest message of I guess. Would you say like it was a reassurance message, or was it like this is the truth kind of thing? How would you frame it? Because for me, it was all the above.
Yeah, I tried to make it something that it's a recorded button that you would find like in a stuffed animal or something like that. That I recorded a message, and I tried to make it to where you could just push the button and be reassured that you're amazing, you're wonderful, and the fact that I love you and reasons why I love you. So
it's
kind
great.
of like an affirmation and the hey, I love you.
Pretty
you
much.
Know why too.
Right. It worked. It worked. I cried so hard.
Yeah, because that was my goal, and I told you that was my goal.
I was like, fuck, this sucks. I kept saying, fuck. Like, you ever just so happy that you ugly cry into somebody and don't even mean to? I did that.
Yes, and it was great. I felt so accomplished.
That's awful that your partner's goal is to make you cry in an emotional sense of the matter.
You do that shit to me. Oh,
I'm allowed.
You do that to me all the time.
I'm allowed to do that.
I wake up and there's like this biggest pink paragraph message, and I'm like, where did this come from? There was no reason for you to tell me how wonderful I am, or all the reasons why you love me, or anything else like that. No reason. It just, out of the blue, just instant pop, there you go. And I'm like, nope, nope, I can't handle this. And we've gotten to this point where you're doing it almost every other day, where I'm waking up to like a pink message, and I'm like, dude, no.
So now I know what time you wake up in the morning.
I had to make you cry, and I told you I was going to get you back for all the pinkness, and then of course you added more pink, right, like the day of, and I'm like, dude, I am so getting you back for this.
At least you succeeded. It's just one of those things, when you love somebody, you love them fully, and I think with a good poly dynamic, it's understanding that the reassurance to your partner to feel consistently loved is the key. It's like I see it all the time. It's some people who do poly relationships, and there's just no what's the word? There's no, you can't see the cohesion. Like if me and Ashley are together, you see the cohesion.
Well, I think too the reason that it's one of those things like our love languages match.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
So it makes it like I have an oral sensation from my ADHD where I need to bite or something, or like I need to touch or something like that, and he receives love by, physical touch. So it's like I have to touch my partner because like I need to. And it works out with you because it makes you feel loved by me doing it, and it just links in together
Yeah.
because I'm like, for me to feel like I'm loved, I have to be able to touch you, and for you to feel loved, you need me to touch you. It's like this works.
It works so well. And and it's the thing about it too that's I think has helped us is that we share an interest in making sure that the other is, happy. Like, and not even necessarily like, oh, I got you this happy, but like, are you okay? What can you do? What can I do to help you? Or like, just making sure that the other person is genuinely taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, doing like daily check-ins with your partner and being like, hey, how you doing? How's your mental state? Especially since me and you both have had mental struggles with our partners or past trauma, and so knowing, that it's one of those like, okay, I wanna check in. I wanna, like one. I mean, how I never understood how people could not be like, hey, how's your day going? Especially with how much I talk too. I'm like, dude, talk to me. Um, but and you tell me about your day, and it's like, and some people just go, oh, it's all right, and it's like, I need more detail.
Like, actually tell me.
You can't tell me that. I need a fact of something that happened in your day.
You actually got on to me about that really early into us dating, by the way.
Yeah,
because I was really bad about it.
That feels like you're not trying to include me in your life. You're just going, oh, I'm alright. It was okay or whatnot. I'm like, no, I want to be included in your life. So share something that's happened for me to feel like I was included in your life.
Right.
Because that for me was a way to connect. So, and being able to verbalize that, I think is hard for some people because they're like, well, they'll not ever, because I hear a lot of women talk, well, they never ever talk to me about anything about what goes on with them and everything else, and it's like, why do you want that? Because you want the connection and to feel included in a life, in the life that you're not present for. So you need to verbalize, hey, I want to feel a connection with you. To feel that connection, I need to know what's happened in your life when I wasn't present so that I can feel connected.
Right. That makes sense. I always think it's rather interesting where, well, hold on, I'm trying to think of my brain just went out completely on that thought. Like if we were to think about how things would have been different if we hadn't have started talking to each other, I think that I wouldn't be nearly where I am emotionally as far as being poly.
I think I would have had a rougher time. I don't think I'd be where I was at without you because you've been my soundboard. I mean, it went from my two female friends, my two besties, to you being my soundboard. And the fact that you respond with, hey, do you want me to listen, or do you want help with this? And when you want help, do you want, like you offer it in a way to where you do like I do, where you like you're not offering your personal opinion on it. You're offering like both sides to
Yeah.
where you're like,
I'm
you
neutral.
know, well, it could be this. Like, you're being neutral.
Which works out so well for me sometimes. Or it doesn't. I'm just like, God damn it. But
It is why we all fall in love with you, because we can come to you and you can be our soundboard and you just be neutral, and it's like, dude. And you ask a lot of times, like, do you want me to help solve this problem, or do you just want me to listen?
that is true, I do ask. I can't help it though. I'm always like, my thing is, if I see you in that you need help in some form, shape, or way, I try to offer the help as best I can, so that you, not only for your sake of the situation, but for my peace of mind to know that I did something, it didn't just leave you high and dry. Because I know how much that sucks when someone just leaves you high and dry for no reason.
Yeah.
And it's
but,
like,
I mean,
you go first. You go first.
But I think that, you know, the fact that you can just listen, and you know, most of the time you know when to listen and then when to offer advice.
Right.
Like, sometimes that's all you need, and you not having to tell somebody that, hey, I don't need your help with this, I just needed you to listen, can be a really big thing.
Right. I'm a good listener. That's the gist of this.
Yes, it is.
You're a good listener too, though. You've helped me when I know that when I feel like insecure about the situations that are going on, or when I have a concern, and you're really good at the reassurance side of it, where it's like, no, you're allowed to feel this, and that's what's happening right now, but it doesn't mean that it's not affecting you in some form, shape, or way.
Like, yeah, you're allowed to feel upset. You're allowed to be mad or upset at the circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
You have a right to those feelings, regardless of what happened. Like, all feelings should be accepted, regardless if you were right or wrong in a circumstance. You're still allowed to have those feelings.
Yep.
You know, and then once you process it logically after emotion is out of it, there's a difference. But we're all allowed to have our feelings.
Oh yeah. And like the other thing that that makes a lot of sense in a lot of circumstances is people don't take the time to walk away from bad conversations that they're having to go back and think. Luckily, I don't think we've ever had like an argument where we had to walk away and be like, okay, well, I need to cool down because this is pissing me off. I don't think
I don't think I've ever been pissed off or mad at you.
It's pretty hard. Pretty nice guy.
I mean, I've had my moments in your presence where I'm like, I have to walk away. I'm upset. But for the most part, it's never been something me or you have done. It's always been like a third party or something else, and you were there. So it was between me and somebody else, or my feelings on somebody else. Like, I mean, during your birthday, I had to walk away with that and one of your other partners, because that just, but
Yeah.
outside of but that wasn't towards you. I mean, I wasn't upset with you. You have no control over your other partner or what they say, so that wasn't on you. And I walked away. I cooled down. I was like, it's a party, they're drunk, I'm just gonna enjoy what time I have, and and it was your birthday. I definitely wasn't gonna do anything. But I think that's the only time in your presence that I've had to walk away because I was upset or frustrated.
Right. Which I think we talked about that, and like I think we came to a consensus on, you know, how that made you feel at the end of the day altogether.
Yeah.
Which is the important part.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it, and I mean, not something like with a poly group, like when another partner, especially when you get to meet them face to face and stuff. How that those interactions are, especially with me and your poly, where we don't like putting on primaries. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't like saying, oh, well, this one's primary. I mean, doesn't mean, in our heads we don't have a list of things, but I mean, that also rotates. I mean, that moves with each relationship. Each relationship it moves, and it's fluid. It's not like, oh, they're always going to be number one, and like, no, this one just has more points at the moment. The other one will probably catch up here soon. So, I mean, I think that's the best way of putting it, is like, oh, this one has 100, this one has 90, this one has 75. Like, okay, and he'll soon, this one will be number 2, will be number 1, and it rotates depending on each relationship and what's going on in that relationship.
Because it's also important to understand that each relationship is different. You're getting something out of each relationship with each partner. And I think that that's the hardest thing, like, new people coming into poly have a hard time understanding. Especially going, like, from monogamy into poly. I think that tends to be the case. They don't understand that, each relationship is unique, in the sense that, yeah, there are certain things that overlap, but that doesn't mean that it's the same relationship.
I mean, like me, like there's overlap with my partners of, I have a type. I go after funny people. Y'all are gonna make me laugh. We're all gonna joke around. We're all gonna be cool, and we're all pretty much geeky, dorky weirdos. So, so it's like those overlap in that situation, so like you can all like geek out and game out or something like of that nature. But each one still offers differences emotionally as well as physically outside of just that.
Right. And I think that a lot of times what happens in components with that is that some people tend to get jealous because they start to have like a comparison feed where they're like, okay, this person does this, I need to do this to keep up with that person. When in actuality, the best thing to do is to just do what you've been doing.
Yes.
95% of the time, at least, that's the best thing to do.
Well, yeah, because the whole reason, like, I'm dating you is because you're doing that. If you start taking on that person's characteristics or trying to do what they're doing, that's going to be abnormal, and it's going to cause me to go, why? Like, I prefer this version. Like, why was there a change? Why was, and like, it's okay if it's a natural change, but you can tell when people purposely change because of insecurities.
I will 100% admit I am guilty of trying to and then not being able to, because I'm just like, this is too much work. I also have a really bad... Go ahead, you can say.
You're just... Yeah.
But I love you more. But I mean, for me, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like I have to keep up with the other person, but that also comes from like past relationship trauma of always being shafted to the back because of one feature or the other that just doesn't match up.
but you also keep trying to be like, oh, I need to do more, and I'm like, no, no, you don't. You are doing plenty. Please, no more.
That is
Um,
that is also very true too.
I'm like, no, you are doing enough. You are doing plenty. You don't need to do more. You don't have to do more. Like you are doing you, and I love that. Like, don't try to do more. One, I don't know if I could handle you more because you get too pink. I don't think I could handle it.
What do you want me to do? I can't help it. I'm the good emotional lovey-dovey boyfriend that just like, I got you. Let's go have a deep conversation.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's all we pretty much do. Like, we just chill and talk, and then have spicy time. But that and like, hell, sometimes we talk while doing spicy time, and it's just like a normal ass conversation.
It's true though. I just casually stop in the middle of missionary and have a conversation, and then be like, oh, okay, and then go right back into it.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's like you don't find relationships. Well, you do. There are relationships like that, but like it's when you're like actually willing to like put forth the work to get to that point in a relationship, where like even as something as casual as both being in the bathroom at the same time while the other one's using the bathroom, it starts to become it builds that chemistry.
It does. It builds that openness and that just connection. But I always find it seems like during my dating experience, I find it hard to date people that I don't have that that natural flow with. Like anybody that I've tried dating and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I like them, I want to date them, I want to see where it goes and everything else. It seems like they'll never the one, like, they're nice, and I get along with them and everything, and sometimes, I've had spicy time with them, but it's one of those, like, there's just not that
Connection.
Natural connection. There's not a natural connection. Like you connect, but it doesn't come easily. Like,
right.
It doesn't flow. And so I think for me, like, I don't want partners where it doesn't flow naturally. Like loving and caring about them doesn't just come like breathing. Like, to me, that's where I'm like, I want you all to be my family. I want us all to be like one group. Because first of all, that's me. I'm like inclusion, like include everybody. Here's my group. Everybody's included. We're all gonna, this is all what's going on in my life, and all y'all bets are involved. Because I'm pulling y'all in. But I know for some people, dating is different. Like, they have the connection, but the flow like we have, like that natural connection flow, isn't always there with everybody you date.
Right.
So, and for me, I can't do that. Like I've tried, but I'm like, okay, that it's just not there, and I'm like, no, this isn't happening.
Yeah. It's just not clicking the way you want it to click, or the way it needs to click to get things flowing the way you want it to.
Yeah, it's not that I can't imagine them like, oh, yeah, they'd be a good, partner, they'd be good with my kids, they'd be, they'd probably, laugh and joke around with you guys. But I can't get that same feeling. Like, just because they have a good personality and they're nice and everything, if that extra connection isn't there on top of it, I can't have them as a partner. That's just my personal preference. Because it makes it easier, I think, for me when it just comes naturally.
I think that's a fair personal preference to have. Not a lot of people like think about like one of the things I think that what happens a lot with newer poly people is they have a hard time setting preferences on what they want. And so
I think oh, go ahead.
oh, no, you're good. Go ahead.
I think that comes down to I think that comes down to knowing your preferences, because being self-aware of that, it's not very well taught, especially in women in our 30s and stuff. Like, I'm turning 35. Like, not like we were taught that. Like, to be self-aware of what you liked and things of that nature. Or, I mean, I was raised where, you know, it was okay for boys to diddle, but for a girl to diddle, it was, you know, blasphemy. So, you know, because it's a natural thing for boys, but girls shouldn't know themselves like that. They shouldn't know the inner workings of their own bodies. Like, that was so. I think there's a lot of women that because we weren't taught to really know, that to really explore ourselves, and at least, you know, a lot of women I've met and talked to, we just weren't told to explore our own, not only our bodies, but our own emotions and stuff, because we were always told to disregard them, or not to, you know, not to search into those things and stuff like that. It's only been within, what, the last 5 or so years, with things that women have really been coming out and being like, hey, it's okay that I like this or I like that, or I can explore this or that. And I mean, in a more larger group setting, not
Right.
You know, there's always been those few outcast people, but and now I'm part of it. Haha. But
Yeah, I'm part of the dude side of that.
But so being self-aware enough to know what you want and how to explain it is difficult, I think, for anybody.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Well, let me see. Now I'm getting into because we're on the nitty gritty end of it, which might still go over. It depends on how I feel. Depends how you feel too. What is something that you'd say to someone that's considering poly? Like, what is your quintessential advice to them?
I'd ask them why. Why are they considering poly? Is it just because they want to go out and have spicy time with others? Is it just because they want a specific person? And like, they're like, oh, well, I'm monogamous with this person, but I'm considering doing poly. And, you know, because they want to play with this other person without it being cheating. Or are they single and they're thinking about, you know, I think it all depends on the circumstance, but I think for the most part, it's understanding the why of it. Why do you want to be poly, and what are you looking for in that in the poly relationship? Like, because there are some people that, like, I only just want 2 people. And, or I only want this, or I only want that. Because remember, I started off thinking, oh, I just want mono poly, but I just want 2 monogamous men for me.
Right.
And that was, you know, but
Little Donut's like, do they want sorry, it's like, do they want polyamory or polyfuckery?
Yeah, exactly. But I think also like do I lost my train of thought.
Oh shit, that was my fault.
Nah, it's all good. Um uh oh when it comes to the polyamory, do they want it monogamous? Do they want their partners monogamous, or do they want um or are they okay with their partners being open or poly? Because I mean, it all has to be explained, and I think it all depends on the circumstances too.
Right.
So, I think that's just as I don't know. I always base things off who I'm talking to too, because I mean, there's some people, they're not very self-aware of us. Other people, have good communication and are self-aware. So it's like, if if you're not good at communicating, or you don't know if you're good at communicating, and you're always yelling and arguing, like if in all your past relationships, if all you've done is yell and scream during a fight, and you've never sat down and discussed it logically, you need to go back through and be able to find a relationship where you can communicate in a logical, calm manner, even with emotions, over a topic, over a disagreement, before, I think, getting into poly, because communication and being open about communication is a key thing, because you need to be able to express your feelings with calmly, and your wants and your boundaries with each and every partner, and be able to respect, like, I have to respect your boundaries and Giant's boundaries even when you two interact.
Right.
Like, there's boundaries between you two that I'm like, there's these, and to be able to, like, it's just you have to be good at communication for it to work nicely, I think. So if you've always gotten into fights where you've gotten into yelling matches and screaming matches, and you've never been able to sit down and fully communicate with somebody over an argument in a logical manner, then I think you need to sit back and work on communication before getting involved in two or more relationships.
Right. I would say one of my quintessential advice things when it comes to poly. Jesus Christ, what am I thinking about volleyball for? Would be learning how to properly, vet people that you want to be your partners. And the reason why I say that is I feel like poly has become so mainstream now that anybody who can jump on the bandwagon does. It's not always for the most pure reasons. So, like, kind of learning how to figure out who they are before they actually show you.
Yeah, they're more looking for polyfuckery.
But then they don't understand. They're always like, well, you were having a great time, and then all of a sudden you changed your mind because of this. And you'd be like, well, yeah, because that doesn't fit the moniker that I want for what's going on.
And that's something, like, I think we've discussed too, is what type of poly you want versus what type of poly they want. Because I have what do you call it, a kitchen table poly?
Yeah. And
then Giant has more of, he has more of what, a monogamous type poly?
He has, what does this comment say? And don't just do poly because another person wants you to, only if you want to. That is also good too. I would
Yeah.
say that Giant's poly is I- it's hard to explain because the way Giant does it is more so
He's very monogamous, and when he wants to be with a partner, he wants it more of a monogamous relationship when he spends his time
yeah.
with a partner.
He's a
So, and that's of course caused issues between me and him because I don't understand that.
parallel poly. That's what
Uh,
it's called.
yeah,
I knew there
there you
was a
go.
word.
I know you've told me it before, and I'm like, I don't know. I
Little
know it's not
little
my
donut put
poly.
it in the chat. Little donut's the one that explained that to me.
Yeah, yeah, I see it in chat. Um, but yeah. So that that's still one of those things that it took me a while to get comfortable with, and even then, it still, you know, it makes me, because of the way I need to feel loved and things like that. It's caused issues because of that. So
I think with me, because like I'm one in the fact that all my partners should at least know the other person's name, even if they don't necessarily meet them, and like you get the tidbits of information as it comes out. So I'd say I'm kitchen table poly too. I don't really like, I wouldn't say that I like hiding anything. Everybody knows who I'm involved with at any time, and like, when it's a thing. So yeah, I would say that me and you both kind of sit at that kitchen table poly level.
but
Where
it's good to know, like, when you're dating other poly people, what type of poly relationship they want
yeah,
and what their expectations for the relationship is. Because I mean, I've come across people where they're like, well, you know, you would be like my fourth or fifth poly partner, and I only have time for you once a month, and I might send you a message, you know, throughout, and it's like, that's not gonna work for me. But if you want to just play, you know, we can test out just playing, and you know, and it's like, oh, okay, and then you know that didn't work out either. But it it's but I think it is important to have that conversation up front. But then again, a lot of people just aren't into communicating. They just want to do them and just fuck everybody else.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, I don't care about anybody else's feelings. I want to do what I want to do, and if they get hurt, then you know,
it's kind
it's
of on them.
easier to say what's the phrase? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission,
Yeah,
and it's like no,
it doesn't work in
because
poly.
it doesn't. I don't think it works. Period.
Oh no, Odd's phone messed up. You missed a lot. We were basically giving our advice on, our like quintessential advice for poly, like, the what we think the best thing is that you should make sure you always practice. Which mine was properly vetting partners and understanding what they want and whatnot. And then
Mine was communication and knowing your being self-aware and being able to communicate before you step into poly.
I think that there's just, I think with way, like if you look at where you were when you first started versus where you are now, like, do you think you go back?
Go back to being monogamous?
Not necessarily monogamous, but like do you think that you would have changed? Like, if you didn't change, do you think like, where it was, like, yeah, but I guess going back to monogamous, do you think you'd ever go back?
I could possibly see myself going back to monogamy with an open relationship to play. Like, there's not a point where I'm like, being like where I can't go play with others. Like I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna have to have like be able to go out and play. And I mean, we me and you both know that I need lots, and I like lots of play.
Look,
So.
as soon as being a streamer pays off, you can have all the play you want. Okay, like just let me get this on the road. I swear to God.
No. No. No.
So Tasty
no,
Toes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being monogamous. I could see myself being monogamous with the right person, but
Right.
it would take a lot to do that, because I don't. It would take a lot of trust.
You would have to. I would think.
I need more healing before I think I could make that decision.
Right. You'd have to make sure that they're like good with you, emotionally understanding all your triggers and whatnot. You have to make sure they'd be good with your kids. There's a lot that goes into, you know, truly getting back to being monogamous in that sense.
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
because there was a lot of trauma. I mean, 16 years being monogamous and all the trauma and everything. That was a lot of trust I put into one person for the rest of my life, and I don't know if I could do that, let alone if I want to.
I mean, that's a fair answer, I'd say. I mean, for me, I don't really feel a need to go back to monogamy. One, because the few monogamous relationships I've been in all ended incredibly toxic, where the other person just seemed to find any and every reason to take advantage of me, which I'm not saying it doesn't happen in poly, but I think poly people are a lot more self-aware of the emotions of the people they're dealing with and like the effects that their choices have on them. But then the other reason why I don't see going back to monogamy being an issue is like, I don't want to feel like I'm not gonna say chained down. Chained down's the wrong word. I don't want to feel like I am can't think of the word.
Trapped?
Yeah. Trapped. But not trapped but not trapped in a sense like, oh my god, you're taking advantage of me, you're stopping me from having fun. Like, because I'll do that to myself. I'm the person to Go ahead, you did. Go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with you. I said yeah.
Yeah, I would be the one to be like, I'm shutting the door and I close the key and throw it away. Like I would fuck around and be like, nah, I don't have to, and I would sacrifice my happiness for the situation of the person who I'm being monogamous with. And past relationships have shown me that sacrificing your happiness for other people just doesn't work out. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, at all. If something makes you happy, do it. If the person you're dating or in a relationship or married to won't let you do the thing that makes you happy, they should probably just take a hike. Unless it's something really illegal or dangerous, something that can kill you, you should be okay.
Yes, we're not condoning homicidal murder.
Unless they deserve it. I'm just kidding, guys. Or am I?
We are not condoning that. It's a joke.
It is a joke. I am the totally non-serious one on the stream. It's no shame. So, does anyone in our audience have any, I guess, polyamorous related questions or like thoughts that you would like to ask? We have a few minutes left, and I will gladly answer any questions you have.
Yeah.
As long as they're appropriate for stream. And not incredibly personal. I mean, I don't think I have too much of an issue with super incredibly personal. It's just be like mindful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually an open book, but yeah.
Little Donut says all goods here.
Yeah.
Odd, do you have any questions? I know Odd has some questions. We were already talking about it today, as I was on Odd's porch. If Odd is still here. Because I think that one thing that oh wait, nah. Oh, Odd's good too. Odd don't got no questions. Let's see how it is.
I'm good, fam.
Fine. I want to answer your question anyways. I'm terrible. I'm so mean. Well, if nobody has any like funzo questions for us this stream or this podcast, I think this is where we're gonna end it because we're like an hour and 7 minutes over. We're 7 minutes over. Yeah, I think that poly is one of those things that it's a good thing that the world has it the way it is, because there are people, you know, who just need I can't say I don't want to say they need multiple partners. They need the multiple avenues to find the happiness they deserve or the happiness they want. But it's one of those double-edged swords where, you know, sometimes people get caught up in things.
I think poly offers the best thing of, instead of being like, hey, this need isn't being fulfilled, like I have a need for, you know, like my little space and whatnot. Like I need to have little and I need to be killed and da 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 da. Or you know, a sensory thing, or hey, I want somebody to come do this hobby with me. You hate this hobby, so finding a partner that likes that hobby, I think, is one of those things that is good too.
Agreed, absolutely. Oh yeah, no, I don't think Lily knew that about you, Donut. You are a little.
I'm just realizing my like I'm just coming more and more out of mine since December, of like, because I was like, yeah, I like all these things, and everybody's like, yeah, that's a little, and I'm like, it is. I'm like, I just thought it was like me ADHD, you know, in my comfy space, like, no.
I think it's like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
I think when you have ADHD, you tend to. I think a lot of littles tend to have a lot of ADHD going on, ADHD or autistic energy going on, and that tends to be the draw.
I think a lot of, I think the kink community just is more 80% neurodivergent than anything else.
Yeah, that's true. What group of people do you know that likes pain other than neurospicy people? I'm just joking. That's totally not all of us.
Hey, I don't like pain. I just like giving pain.
I know. It's why you bite me so much. Do I get all the bites? It's not even funny. I don't get all of them, but I get a lot of them when I'm around.
Yes, you do.
You'll be sitting on the couch watching a movie.
The one I am most comfortable biting.
That's because you know I have a high pain tolerance. I don't like freak out. I don't even flinch.
No, Giant does too. Remember, I'm gonna try to do needle play with him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But it just doesn't fit the same. The chemistry just doesn't fit the same. That's why you get more.
I get so much more. Just like noms. Just be in the middle of a movie. Noms. Be in the middle of like waiting for food at a restaurant. Noms.
Waiting at the register.
First at the register's like, what the fuck was that?
Like, I'm just sitting here like trying to bite his shoulder.
There has been one person who noticed and they looked me in the eyes. Yesterday. Oh yeah. That person for sure saw that. And it was just like, oh, okay.
She's just trying to bite him, and you're like, I don't think you're gonna be able to bite me through my hoodie. And I'm like, ha! And I'm like, prove you wrong.
Every time. Oh my god. So yeah, that was little. I was about to call you little. That was Purple Lily. We appreciate Purple Lily coming through and sharing the experience of where they are to where they were to where they are now. I don't know what next one's gonna be. I'll take suggestions. Because like I think that I actually like this series. It seems like it's doing very well. I mean,
Yeah, and we can come up with actually specific topics to talk about too. Because I mean, we've hit on a few topics of things and like the beginning of poly,
right.
but yeah.
Oh, we have all the time in the world. This is gonna be a great series, and I need to start cutting these and putting them on YouTube. I have not done that yet,
Yeah.
which is something I'll probably do. Um, but yes, thank you, Purple Lily, my partner, my beautiful, beautiful partner, who makes me extremely happy. Wait for it. No, think. Oh, I thought you were gonna blush up and say, "Shut up" or something. Oh,
No, I'm just I
pink shielded.
no.
We're fighting the pink.
Redefining pink.
Look, I love
Bye.
Purple Lily.
More gaming.
Okay, she's gonna leave now because now I'm gonna make it really bad. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna play some games now. Bye, Purple Lily. We appreciate you for being here. Bye. Oh, that was great. Thank you for the claps. God bless that woman. I mean, God's bless that woman, not God. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I was kind of thinking Minecraft, but I don't know if my Minecraft group is on right now. We might just find something else to chill and play. I don't know. Alright, is anybody on Minecraft? Is anybody who on Discord like to be on Discord with me while we do all the funsies? Oh shit! Little Donut got off work early. Maybe we can jump on some Minecraft. I apparently have not been on the new stuff, so I don't know what we've changed as far as the new world or our world or realm and what we've done. Might just jump on, just look, see if anything new has popped up. I need to fix the title of the streams though before I do that because yeah. Post podcast. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Purple Lily is amazing. She does roundabouts wonders as a partner. And I can't tell you like how amazing it is at times to have her around. Like I said, one of the best parts I think I've ever had in the entirety of me being Polly has definitely been her. She's been a saving grace in a lot of circumstances and situations. So yeah, we're glad that you came through. If you did and you liked it, just be awesome about it. But we gotta change some stuff. Well, yeah, I think that I feel very good about this particular topic when it comes to being a streamer and all that, and I think it's a very good thing to have around. Okay. But we'll probably hop on Minecraft another time then, because I would like Nyx to be involved since Nyx is one of my partners. Maybe we'll play something. What we got? You know what? We haven't played in forever, and I really want to play on stream. Motherfucking Destiny. Okay? Destiny has gotten hot again. And like, I hate to give it another chance like that, but like, it's good. It's so good now. It's fixed. My baby has come home and it's fixed. Also, there's like a new update and I kind of want to check it out. So, sorry, not sorry. I still have to buy my like DLCs and stuff. But we're here. We're here, we're queer, and we're happy. And imagination. You don't like Destiny? Fuck you. We'll play it for a little bit. I just kind of want to see the new update, the Into the Light DLC, and see what that's all about. Because it's like they gave us like a horde mode now, and there's a lot of weapons that can be unlocked. Like they brought back a lot of old weapons, and I'm like, old weapons with fucking oh my god, I can change my name. On items to save recently. Hold the fuck on. I can change my name. On. I can change it to the right name. Finally. Absolutely not. We're gonna fix this right now. Like, you thought it was gonna stay the same. It ain't. It about to change. Mainly because I just want, I love something I haven't watched though is the new trailer for Into the Light. Not even that, the new DLC. They released a new trailer and it has a new DLC and I still have not watched it. Okay, I can go to my account and I can change my name. Yes. If it lets me do this. Yes! Oh my god. Yes. Hold on. I gotta close Destiny and I gotta restart it. Cause I'm about to get my name back. Okay. We gonna get our name back. We gonna get our name back. I also understand if y'all don't want to watch this game. This is just me playing for nostalgia factors. Let's see if I still got it, which I probably do. Yay! It changed it to the Phoenix Hashira. I'm now the Phoenix Hashira. I'm so happy. Like, oh my god. I've been waiting for them to give us another rename token for literally months. I think we get a new thingy too. Yeah. Oh, we can modify. Oh fuck. Give me body too. Okay. So glad they gave us the ability to do this. I've been waiting to change up all this shit on my Guardian forever. At least this one. I learned how to make a locator map Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking finally. I want to go pigtails. We're not going pigtails. Yeah. I wish red. Oh. Never mind. I was gonna say I wish red was an eye color. I went with blue as a child. Yeah. I hear music in the background that probably shouldn't be playing. It was. Yeah. On. Oh, that's right. You kind of make the men or male or female. I always forget. But you can't change their race, which I think is insanely funny. I know. I'm like, I'm enjoying the character creation. Don't judge me. I just think it's great. Like, for me, you don't understand. Like, going back and recreating the characters means a lot. Because I get a new look for what I'm going into. Well, they're all the same fucking face. Wait, that looks gross. There we go. Okay. Definitely jumping in with the hunter first. What the fuck?
What is a guardian?
Monster.
Are we gods?
Kinda.
We are connected to the weft and weave of the universe. No one knows how long we live. We stand alongside those without our gifts. We know intimately their lifespans, their mortality, despite their resilience.
Ew.
Mortals live more intensely than any guardian I've known. Love harder, perhaps. They know tomorrow is never guaranteed. That everything they could become dies with them. So, are we protectors? Our gifts were meant to defend against impossible threats. Those
Oh
who
no!
never needed us.
That's Amanda's memorial because she died.
Nothing.
That sucks.
Still die.
They killed her like a bitch.
The guardian in that moment. Now, across Last City territory, the forces of the Witness surge. Our borders are under siege. Does that make us soldiers?
Yes.
Pushing back buys us only time. But the alternative is unthinkable. We built a city none of us dared to dream of, with allies from unlikely places. We've never had more to lose.
Yo, this is like the dopest intro ever.
On
That's right.
What is a guardian?
Your mother.
Define us in this moment for all time.
Yay! I don't know what that cinematic was out for. I know what it was for, but I didn't expect it. So. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Welcome, Guardian. We're just
Oh,
settling
shit.
in.
Shax. Shaxy poo. The hell? Okay.
The world is burning. We need you out there.
I'm working on it. I'm looking at stuff. Be
We
patient.
have to act immediately. Red Legion is everywhere.
Red Legion.
Did you show the darkness what light can do?
I tried.
Hopefully, this is as sturdy as you are. Think of it as training, Guardian. You can only get stronger from this.
Okay. Onslaught can be located into the light node on your director. Onslaught complete. Okay.
Even steel needs sharpening. Don't
Oh,
stay too
that's
long.
cool as fuck. What? I'm gonna get my Whisper the Worm. Getting that today. Is this... So Alpha, Stasis Surge, Arc, Solar Threat, higher level to save. Ooh, that's not great. Is this a match made? Oh, it is match made. Okay. Siberia Overload and Unstoppable. We have Overload. I got this. We're good. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
The Crucible beckons, Guardian.
I was curious.
Will you
I'm ready.
answer?
I'm ready to jump into it. Let's do it. It's Arc Surge and Stasis Surge. We have an Arc. Grenade launcher. Give my good cape back. Yeah. That's what we love to see. I was curious, do I still got it? I could use a hand cannon. Oh, I don't have that. Okay, never mind. But I'm gonna use this. Let's go. Yo, I want their ship on the left. That shit look cool. I have no idea how this works. Is it just waves? Like you're just killing waves of enemies?
Enjoy yourself, Guardians.
I will, Shax. Thank you. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, it's that kind of thing. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, this is about to get cool. Doing my bow. Where's our fucking teammate at? 3, 2, 1, commence. Yo, who the fuck is this guy? Ow, I didn't mean to do that. Motherfucker, I wasted that. Ouch, no, no, death. I didn't even see that fucking thing. Oh god, okay. Awful. Oh wait, where's the next one coming from? Do we even get to know where the next one comes from? I just thought about that and I spent the points and didn't even fucking think. Whoopsies. I think it's from every direction though, to be honest. Oh. Why is there a pyramid shit piece there? Ow, bitches. Wave 5. Like, holy crap. Got you.
This is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud.
Where's it supposed to take us? Oh god! I don't know what's going on! Oh my god. No! Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't understand how that worked, but that's fine. How many scrap did it give us? You only get like 2,000, bro. That is low-key kind of lame. Not gonna lie. Am I upset about it? Not really. $6,000, Jesus fuck. Okay, Stacy works really well. No joke on that one. What the fuck? Oh. Ow, what the fuck? Oh. Okay, this I can play forever. I love a good horde mode. And this is definitely a very good horde mode. You fucking... Ouch. Oh shit. Ah, I missed. That's annoying.
Put your enemies down before they do the same to you.
Ah, another portal. Oh my god. Those were holes. Haha, got you, you big bitch. Oh, that's not great. I didn't want it in transit. Oh, never mind. That's actually probably really good.
I have prevented extinction level events that were gentler than you. Fantastic work.
Hell yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this. I'm just gonna enjoy this. This has been pretty fun. Deuces, everybody.